Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. I did not expect that we will meet too early because of our time schedule. We are just
Mm.
postponing this thing. So I thought of, okay, I'll not message today because she also busy. I don't want to disturb somebody a lot. And the moment I
No,
got your message, so I thought, okay,
yesterday
let's
you
do
told me, right? Like, let's talk tomorrow. So I was like, okay, let's do it today. Because again, tomorrow, day after, it's going to be weekend. So my kids are going to be around. So again, we have to postpone to next week. So I thought, let us finish it today.
And luckily, my son is not here today, as you asked me that, like, your son is not going to disturb you. So I thought of, okay, let me tell you. Actually, tomorrow is the annual function. So today is the rehearsal. So for rehearsal, they have been called around 12:30 in the afternoon till late night. Like it's 8:30, he'll be back. So
What? He's like only in first grade, I think, right? How is he
only
able to keep up?
yes, he's only in first grade, and I also feel very pity for him. Like how he will. Like, it's a very long or tiring day. He get up. He got up early in the morning today, 6:30, and I'm sure that by the time 8, he'll feel sleepy. But
Oh,
somehow I have to send him.
I saw that video of yours with him you put on YouTube. Like when he came back after school. So it was a regular chit chat. I saw that he was already saying that annual day thing was going on and that is why I'm tired.
Uh, yes, yes, yes. He told in that video. That's great. So you watched my video.
Yeah, yeah, I watched it. Yeah, because especially talking to your child. So these things, it just came in my feed, so I ended up watching it.
Okay, so now we are watching about kid. I would like to share something with you. Yesterday night, I was, got some free time, so I thought of, okay, let's watch some videos with my son Mitansh when he was 2 years old. So I was literally, we both were communicating in English in like when he was only 2 years old. Now my younger one, he's just sleeping here behind me. He's like 1.5 years old. He doesn't say anything. He only say mama, that's it. He doesn't speak anything else. But at the age of 2, my older one, he used to communicate in English as well. So like I don't remember. I kept watching that video for too long, like around 1 o'clock or two till night. One after one, two, three, four, five videos I have watched. So it's really amazing to see your kids' video, like previous videos. They are on YouTube actually, on other channel.
Okay. Yeah. Some children learn to speak fast, like when they're younger, maybe 1.5, 2 years. My daughter also speaks very clearly, but my son is already 5. Still, he'll be looking here, there, and he'll be framing sentences in his mind, like in local language only, in Kannada itself. Little bit of speech delay is there. He's not very fast in talking.
Boys are usually like that, I feel. The same with the Mitansh also. Like I still remember, like till the age of 1.5, he didn't speak anything. But suddenly, like when he was 2, he started speaking three languages: Hindi, English, and Bengali.
Wow.
So
Mm.
very
Where,
nicely.
where did you learn Bengali?
At home, we are Bengali.
Oh, okay. I thought you're Punjabi.
No
No?
connection with Punjab. I'm from UP actually, but I got married to Bengali family. So my mother-in-law, most of the time, only she is the one who speaks in Bengali language with both of my children. So now, Mitansh, when he talks to my mother-in-law, he makes sure that he's speaking in Bengali language. He's using that language only. When he comes to me, he speaks in English. When he goes to his father, he can use any language, like all three.
Mm, that is nice actually. Some people get confused. Is it a right thing to, expose your child to different languages early on in their life? Will they get confused or will they be able to pick up that confusion many people have? So I think you can do that very easily and kids will pick it up very easily.
But I would like to admit this thing that I was also the same person. I was having this confusion when he didn't start speaking till the age of 1.5 or 2. I was like literally worried about like why is he not speaking? Other kids are speaking, so I have this thing in my mind. So I go to the doctor. I went to a doctor and I asked her like why my son he's not speaking. So she asked me all the details. So I said like oh, we speak all the three languages. So she also tells me sometimes children are not able to pick up all the three languages at one time. So maybe you can try with one language. So I had this confusion, but somehow like he learned it, and now I'm again feeling the same thing. Maybe because we are having this environment, like all three languages are continue whole day. Sometimes Bengali, after half an hour I'm speaking in English, after half an hour like my husband speaking in Hindi. So maybe that is the reason I think he is not able to catch. Every kid has a different IQ level maybe. Mitansh was good and he picked up all those three languages very nicely, I would say. So maybe.
24/7 you're talking in English only at your home?
No,
No?
sometimes
Okay.
English, sometimes Hindi. See, when I have to speak in English, I have to be conscious. I have to learn it. Okay, now I have to communicate with him in English. Most of the time I forget now. It's not in my habit anymore. When we were learning English, that time 24/7, I make sure I have to speak in English. But since I know that he can speak English very well now, even in front of camera he is able to speak. Maybe he takes so many pauses but able to express his thoughts nicely. So now I thought, okay, now he understand English, he'll be able to learn it from school, whatever he has to learn now. So I'm not focusing more on English language now. But earlier it was my primary focus that he has to learn English, but now he's good with grammar also. He's learning from school actually.
No, no. Also, when I look around people, children, they are usually communicating with each other in English. That is their first thing of, first language that they try and communicate. Even though you're living in your local area itself, they are somehow
Mm.
interacting and comfortable in English, being friendly in English, even though they have met for the first time. First thing they'll ask, "What is your name?" They don't try and initiate the conversation in your local language. That is
Mm.
quite different. Like when we were children, we used to all the time talk in our native language itself. English was never there even around.
Okay, but when I was child, I did not even know how to speak in English. So it is compulsory for me to speak in my mother tongue only. But I was very passionate about this language. I always wanted to speak in English, want to communicate with in English. And one more thing I would like to tell you, like when I was watching those videos, like from the old years, I realized I was speaking so gandi wali English. Like, literally, I don't want to share those videos with anyone. Otherwise, people will laugh. Like Karishma, like she used to speak like this. I think the channel when I've started this Karishma Chauhan channel, I think that is much, much better. I have learned many things. I think 90% of English, I think when I've started this channel. And I have videos
Mm.
like prior to that. So blunder mistakes, like very funny
Oh.
sometimes. Yeah.
That is like, how much practice you have. It shows, right? The more practice you have, it is possible for you to improve. Like you keep practicing and you'll definitely see so much change. You need not be that only if we studied in English medium, only then it is possible for us to sound like an English medium student. Many people feel that, right? We will never get that fluency or pronunciation of how an English medium student will get. Many people have that doubt, but with continuous practice you will get, but it will require a lot of practice, 1 or 2 years at least.
Hmm. And still sometimes when I'm connecting with the people like who's very advanced, like a tutor like you, I sometimes feel nervous. And I feel that I feel conscious sometimes, like whether I'm speaking good or not. Like now this thing has come to me. Earlier it was not like that. I was so blunt. I did not even care about my mistakes. But now at this level, I don't know why it's happening, but I'm more focused about my mistakes. I'm speaking very consciously, and for that reason I'm also making more mistakes, I can say that.
Yes, it happens when we are more conscious about it, we end up making mistakes. It happens with everyone. If you are facing a person who is more fluent compared to you, who knows better than you, then you tend to, it's compulsory, you will make mistakes.
I think it's human nature, right?
Yeah, it is human nature. Yeah. When I'm talking to like professional trainers, so that time I don't say that I feel nervous, but somehow I make mistakes. I know that when I'm making a mistake, it
But
happens. It's human nature.
okay, so now you are on my channel. I don't need your introduction because I think people already know you very well. And for that reason, I didn't ask you about that. I have a few questions for you, like two to three questions I want to ask you. The first thing is that, first question is that, have you ever wanted to become a tutor or teacher, like especially spoken English teacher?
No, it was never in my list. I do not like being a teacher or a trainer. That is the reason I was trainer for a very short period of time on Inktalki. Later on, when I started my YouTube also, I did take a few like training sessions for people. Even after starting YouTube, when people were approaching me for training sessions, I took sessions, but later I stopped again because I was not enjoying doing that. The main intention of starting YouTube is to talk to people. But when you start training, you have to talk to the same person again and again. So I was getting bored there. So I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to train people. YouTube is enough for me because it will give you more opportunity to connect to different people. So that is the reason I don't have repetitive sessions with a lot of them.
Oh,
Sometimes is okay, but I like talking to different people. So no, it was not on my list to be a tutor teacher. I do not like being that.
right now you're not giving any tuition kind of thing, not at all, not online,
No,
offline.
nothing. No, offline it was never there. Only online I was training, but now even that I don't do.
Okay. Oh, what about that Ink Talkie? You have joined that platform. You were a
Yeah,
teacher there.
yeah, I was a trainer last year. I worked on the platform like only for 3 or 4 months. Once I started YouTube, once my channel got monetized, then it was difficult for me to manage both because we have to give a commitment there, minimum of this much classes. You have to open your slots. So managing that platform was difficult for me. So I thought, let me just do YouTube. By then, was getting inquiries on YouTube also for teaching, for training directly. So I stopped working there.
Okay, so like you are not personally interested in teaching, though you have that skill, because I have seen your solo videos. Your what do we say? Explanation. You explain everything in such a nice manner that even I watch your videos. And I would like to ask you one more thing: whether do you write any script for your videos, or it's just a random, or like randomly you just speak with your heart? What is like
No,
your
I usually write my script because when you're talking randomly, you tend to talk a bit faster, or sometimes you go blank what to do. That will put additional pressure, like offing camera again, owning it again, and repetitive takes. So that will take like entire day, 1 or 2 days. It did not come well, all that. That's why I prefer being prepared. I write my script.
to ask you? I have seen your solo videos. You do a lot of editing. You do it yourself, or you have someone for that also?
No, I have editor because that is very difficult. And I don't have any knowledge about technology. I'm not tech savvy at all. So initially I would do, but nowadays an editor is doing for me.
Okay, and thumbnails also somebody else doing for you?
No, thumbnail I do it myself. Most of the time I do it myself. Sometimes, rarely I give it to the thumbnail maker.
Oh, that's nice. Really great. Okay, I think this session is all about learning for me, not for the people who are watching this video. But what should I say? I just wanted to know that, so I asked you. Now
Yeah,
you can
because
ask me, ma'am.
editors, yeah, editors enhance your video quality. It doesn't look like, just shooting from phone and putting. You won't get that kind of quality. So, and it was too much of work for me, and I'm very bad at it. I don't know to do it honestly.
That's
So
very
he had mailed me, and from the beginning, I'm with him. Like I sent him my videos, and he'll edit it for me.
wow, that's really nice. I think I should also hire some person, but at least I should get that money from YouTube. Then only I can hire someone. It's not really
Yeah.
easy to pay from your pocket. And
No, but
but
I'm not doing that for conversational videos. Only for solo videos, I put an editor. I give it to
yeah,
editor because
you should do
conversational
it.
videos are so long, and we know what parts we want in the video and which ones we want to be cut. So I
Yes.
edit by myself, and such long videos if you pay to the editor because they charge per minute. So these are like more than 20 minutes. We don't even get so much money.
Okay, per
Yeah,
minute.
per minute. Yeah, yeah. It's like 20 rupees per minute, 50 rupees per minute. It's like that.
That's very costly. It's not that easy.
It is very expensive. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's talk 5 more minutes. Do you have time, or we should?
Fine. No, we'll talk. We'll talk. So tell me, are you living like you're living with your in-laws, right? So it is like a joint family.
Yes. But no,
Okay.
only my mother-in-law is there. My father-in-law is not here. Even like before my marriage, he was expired, and now we all
Oh.
three people are there. My husband, my mother-in-law, me, and my two kids now.
So it is somewhat nice to have elders at home. That's what I feel. It is some way it is good because they help you with the kids, and even for us, it is somewhat nice when elders are around. We don't have to manage the entire household. That's what I feel.
Yeah,
What do you
that's
think?
That's completely true. Though they are not helping in household chores or any other thing, but their presence is just enough to feel you safe and secure sometimes. You know what? When my any of my children, when they get sick, I don't feel a lot of pressure on my head if she's there. If she's not here,
Mm,
then my children get sick. I feel a lot of pressure. Like matlab like how to make them well, what should I do? When she is there, she is also introducing her own things. For example, like few days ago, my child, he was suffering from cough, the younger one. He has a bad cough, so she used to prepare that haldi kadha, something something, and
mm,
like that she is doing
mm,
her medicine. We went to the doctor, we are giving our medicine, and this is how, like, the combination of both, my child get better. So when she is not there, I'm not able to do all the things like kadha and all and then give it to him on time. So it's really very helpful to have a elder at your home. And for example, today I was having a difficulty to attend the session because she has to go somewhere, and
mm,
that's why he's sleeping here behind me. Otherwise he has to be with my mother-in-law. So,
mm,
but
yeah.
most of the time when he's sleeping, I just my mother-in-law is there to take care of him, and then I come upstairs, and that's how I'm taking my sessions peacefully. Otherwise, it's very disturbing for me because like I'm speaking to you, maybe he can get up at any time, or like after that I cannot have sessions. So it's very
So
helpful.
is that always on your mind? It like he's sleeping just beside you. So do you have it on in your mind that he may wake up any minute? Are you able to concentrate in this session?
There's a little bit of tension is there, like, okay, what if he'll wake up? Because I know that few days ago I had a session with the one of the tutor from English, Yarian. He was not sleeping that time, so he was with me. He was kept disturbing me a lot, and I was not able to concentrate on that video. So, somehow I posted that video too on my channel because that's the reality we are doing, we are facing. We should know, we should not be very much people show off like we are doing in a very perfect manner, we are perfect. No, we are not perfect. We have to deal with these kinds of situation, and it is very normal if you're doing it on camera also. So I just post it for that purpose. So it's disturbing, I'm not able to concentrate when he's here with me. That's true.
Yeah. Yes, yes. Even me, it will always be on the mind that he will get up and he will disturb. So at that time, how the person who is facing me, so what they will feel about it. We kind of feel embarrassed about it. That's why I asked you.
Yeah,
Mm.
I sometimes, but when I'm talking, especially when I'm talking to a mother, I don't feel any kind of embarrassment. I know that she's going to understand. So that day also there was this lady. So I
Mm.
know even if he's there, I continued. Sometimes I feel embarrassed in front of the male tutor because they are not exactly going to understand your situation because they're not going through that thing. But I think these days male or like the fathers, they are also very much responsible and understandable too. They know, okay, this is the thing which can happen. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And some people are rude as well. Like when you're having a session, don't you know that you're having a session and you need to have a private space, undisturbed sometimes. Some people are there rude like that also.
Yeah, yeah, some people, but I fortunately I never get these kinds of people. I had a session like 7 to 8 sessions I had with my children in my lab, and there was this male tutor also. He was so sweet. He was from Klepingo, and he was also from Bengal. I think he was Bengali, so he can relate, and he was so happy to see my children. They're disturbing me and he is happy. I feel so glad, like this is a person, he's not even frustrated. Here I am feeling frustrated that like somebody is disturbing you again and again, poking you again and again, and you feel embarrassed. But the person in front of me, he was so happy. I feel really great that time.
Even more, you will feel encouraged. It's okay if children are there. Their people are also good enough, so they are not going to judge you. Even you will have a kind of satisfaction when you're having your sessions.
Hmm. See,
And
because
I
this
think because of social media also, people are speaking up and they are aware what problems are there when children are around. So I think everybody is well educated about that topic.
Yeah, because if we keep thinking about our children, we are not going to do anything in our life. That is very honest because child responsibility, it's never going to end. Even though they'll be to 10 years or 12 years, that time also I have a lot of responsibility. I can understand from now only. So if we will keep thinking on that part, we are not able to do anything productive in our life related to finance or, independent or something like that. So I think this is how life goes, and every person should do with that. Most people wait. okay, once my children will 10 years old, then I'll started doing this thing. You should start
Mm.
doing it now. When
Mm.
they will reach the certain age, that time you will be comfortable and perfect in that particular thing. So I'm doing it now. I know that after 5 years I'll be perfect in my language, conversation, and communication. Office, I think I need to attend this. There is some
Great.
client.
Okay, okay. Okay, no worries then. If you're okay, we'll end it here.
Yeah, no issue, ma'am. And what I was telling, I think I should complete that. I forgot what I was telling.
Yeah, some people keep waiting up to a certain stage.
Huh.
They wait for their children to grow up.
Yes. So we should not wait. Whatever stage you are, you should enjoy each and every moment. Go with the flow, and the time when they will grow up, you will be perfect by that time. So just don't wait. Enjoy it. This is what I want to say.
But to do that, you need to have some elders or somebody else to take care of your children. Otherwise, when you're in a nuclear family, it is impossible. Like take care of the child and then do something for yourself. Too frustrating, I think. Too much on your plate. If you have some backup, it
It
seems
might
comfortable.
be frustrating, but not impossible, I feel.
Yeah, not impossible, definitely. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Because my mother-in-law, she goes sometime like 15 or 20 days to my
Oh,
what do we call Devrani in English?
sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law. Yeah. So
Yes.
sometimes she goes there, so I have to take my sessions like because I'm consistent, I never miss anything, and I still manage. Like even she is not here, so for me, I feel that I can even do if she's not here. But yes, having her now, it's a great thing. My mind is actually free while I'm talking.
Yeah.
I think now it's like I have taken more time of yours. This is what this is right to say.
I've taken, yeah, extra time from yours. Yeah, you can say that.
Okay. Okay, okay, okay. So now I think it's we should wrap up the session. And thank you so much, ma'am, for joining me and listening to me.
Likewise, it was a pleasure talking to you. As like as always, we'll have, when we are on the same page, we'll have so many things to discuss. So it just happens randomly. So it was really nice talking to you.
We also learn from others' experience sometimes. So that's why we are ready to listen. Like, okay, what's her experience? What's her journey? So that's how it goes.
Yeah, that's how we end up feeling like, okay, we are not alone in this. The other
Yeah.
people are also like us.
Yes. Yes. True. Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Take care.